Welcome to Shipwreck Sunday, where we investigate disasters at sea and the impact that they have on the world today. My name is Elinor. Today, I'll be giving you a behind-the-scenes look into the world of Shipwreck Sunday, as well as a bit more information on the channel and why we started it. Alright everyone, let's get into it. Okay, when I start Shipwreck Sunday videos, we typically get into the history of everything first, so we'll just do a brief look into why we started the channel. For those of you who were not here before we split Speed Force Media and Shipwreck Sunday, you might not know that they used to be one and the same. Derek and I started Speed Force Media in April of 2022 so that we'd have a fun, safe space to talk about all of the things we love. Movies, video games, TV shows, and of course, ships. Shipwreck Sunday used to just be a once-a-week show on Speed Force Media. We used to host the show together. I originally had the idea for Shipwreck Sunday because I was surfing through YouTube and for the life of me, I could not find a video on SS La Bourgogne. So I thought to myself, what if I made it? I've always kept the same goal in mind, make the content I wanted to see. After our son was born, our recording schedule and upload schedule got really wacky. It's hard to record videos together when a newborn is not sleeping well or when you're adjusting to having a brand new baby. And for me, I was recovering. Shortly after this, we went through the numbers and did some number crunching. At the time, we only had about 300 subscribers. A little over half were from Shipwreck Sunday episodes and the rest were for the movie content. We made the decision that for the better of both channels, to split them. The content, though we both love it and are passionate about both channels, was just too different for the audiences. So, in October, we split the channels, and both have grown leaps and bounds since. The best part is that Derek and I can pour our hearts into both channels without the worry that we're boring one audience or the other. The original Speed Force Media channel became Shipwreck Sunday, and now we have big plans to continue to grow this channel. For the process of Shipwreck Sunday, there's a lot of work that goes into it, as you guys already know. I generally try to stay at least one episode ahead in writing. Basically, I'm always writing the next week's episode. A special exception is Titanic month, as I wrote all of those in tandem with writing regular episodes. For picking my ships, I keep a list of ships I'm personally interested in and a list of viewer suggestions, and I refer to both. To pick one for the next week, I'll look into the story, and I start by researching to see how many details I can dig up. If I can't find enough information to make at least a 10-minute episode, I axe the ship or choose to make a bonus episode out of it. If I can find enough reputable sources, then I move ahead with the episode. As I research, I write the episode and fact-check all of my information. If there's conflicting information, I try to include all of it for transparency. The entire production cycle of Shipwreck Sunday averages around 45 to 55 hours a week, though these numbers vary wildly based upon the length of the episode and the amount of pictures and footage I can find for the video. In general, most Shipwreck Sunday scripts are between 9 and 14 pages long. With the Titanic episodes, I write between 9 and 40 pages a week. I love researching and I've always been good at it as well as writing, so luckily I'm pretty fast at that, and I'm a quick typist. It's probably between 30 to 35 hours of writing a week, so it's not bad at all. It's also really easy for me because it's on a subject matter that I'm very passionate about. For recording, I use a Shure MV7 microphone and record on Audacity. I do have to edit out mess-ups and breaths because I personally hate listening to myself breathe, so I bet everyone else does too. It takes about an hour to record and edit my audio, and then it's on to visuals. It usually takes about an hour or two to dig for visuals. I've grown leaps and bounds when it comes to visuals. I used to use about 10 pictures of the ship per video. Now, I like to give the listener a visual of everything I talk about. I feel like it's more entertaining and more immersive into the story that way. On average, I use between 150 and 200 pictures per video. I think the video with the most pictures is actually Costa Concordia, and that video took about 7 hours to put together. After I put all of the visuals together, I add my background audio, and then onto rendering. My background, if you're wondering, is supposed to feel like you're on either Lusitania or Titanic in their dining room and listening to me tell you all the dirty details of different sinkings, and I love it. For the video portion, it takes around 3 to 4 hours on average for me to put together a video, render it, and get it uploaded to YouTube. I also use Wondershare UniConverter to convert my videos into an audio-only version for our Spotify and podcast-only peeps, and I upload the audio-only format through RSS feed. After I get everything uploaded, scheduled, and all of my finer details in place like the description, titles, cards, tags, all of that, then I take some time to make community posts. It's one of the best things I get to do because I get to know the community and continuously interact with you guys. I probably spend up to 10 hours a week reading and responding to comments, creating community tab posts, or just managing the channel in general. As well as all of this, Derek and I run the Speed Force Media channel. We're parents, we're life partners, and work full-time. It's a busy, beautiful life, and we wouldn't have it any other way. If you feel like you have any questions after this video or suggestions for improvements, feel free to leave us a comment. Thank you guys so much for being patient with me while I'm on vacation and spending time with my family. Thank you for tuning into Shipwreck Sunday. If you liked this episode and are listening on YouTube, please give us a like, leave us a comment, and subscribe to our channel. If you liked this episode and are listening on Spotify, Samsung Podcasts, Amazon Music, or another podcast service, please subscribe for more content and leave us a 5-star review, as it does help us reach more listeners like you. If you have any ships you'd like us to cover, please leave us a comment and you might hear your favorite ship here on the podcast. Check out our community tab for updates and to interact with us. And don't forget to check out our second channel, Speed Force Media. Next week, I'll be back from vacation and it will be time for Titanic month. And we are starting with a special April Fool's Day surprise. Have a great week and we'll see you next time.